My name is Nick. I'm 32, living in Portland, Oregon. I was married for 7 years, and we have 2 kids, Lily, 5, and Noah, 3. That morning, I dropped the kids off at daycare and came back home to grab my laptop because I'd forgotten it on the kitchen counter. I walked in quietly. I didn't want to interrupt my wife, Emma, since she worked from home. But as I passed the hallway, I heard her voice. It was low. Too low for a normal work call. The test came back positive. Pause. I know. I'll tell him. Just not yet. He'll break. Another pause. Yes. Yes, I'm sure it's yours. I froze. She was talking about a pregnancy test, and she wasn't talking to me. I stepped into the room. She dropped her phone. On the screen, the contact name, Tyler, work. Her coworker. The same guy she'd been working late with for months. She placed her hands on her stomach and whispered, Nick, I was going to tell you I just got confused. The first 3 days were a blur. Arguments, crying, hotel rooms, phone calls with our parents, the kids asking why Daddy was on a trip. On day 4, she came to the hotel. I opened the door. She didn't even look guilty, more like irritated. We can fix this, she said. You're pregnant with someone else's child, Emma. How do we fix that? She exhaled and suddenly switched into cold, manipulative mode. Nick, we're married. We have kids. You can't just leave, even if the baby isn't yours. Legally, you'll still be the father. She said it like she expected me to agree. I was silent. She continued. If you file for divorce, you'll lose everything. The house is mine. The kids will stay with me, and you'll be paying child support for 3 kids. 3, including her lover's child. Something inside me snapped. I met with a lawyer, a family law shark. I told him everything. He listened, then said, Your wife thinks you don't know your rights. Good news, she's very wrong. He explained, She committed adultery, which damages her position. The baby is not mine. DNA test is mandatory. I can pursue full custody due to moral misconduct and unsafe environment. The house was bought before the marriage. She has no claim. Her threats are evidence against her, not me. He looked me straight in the eye. Nick, I've seen hundreds of cases. Yours is rare. She's digging her own grave. If you're ready, we can take everything from her. I was ready. When the divorce papers were served, Emma lost it. She called me late at night screaming, You can't take the kids. I'll tell them you're dangerous. I'll ruin you, Nick. Then she said the sentence that sealed everything. If you don't come back, I'll tell the police you hit me. My lawyer smiled when he heard the recording. She said that on the phone? Yeah. Perfect, we'll use it. At the hearing, everything stacked against her. Her pregnancy with another man, proof of adultery, her threats, recorded. Tyler admitted they'd been seeing each other. She lied repeatedly under oath. She tried to manipulate custody. She refused a DNA test. She claimed the baby could still be Nick's. Even though I'd been living separately for 2 months, the judge looked at her like she was a child trying to bluff with empty cards. I expected 50-50 at best, maybe 70-30 if I got lucky. But when the judge said, full physical and legal custody is awarded to the father, Emma froze, just stared at the table. The judge continued, DNA test is mandatory. The house belongs to me. She must move out within 30 days. Visitation is supervised only, twice a month. The unborn child is not mine. No support required. Emma burst out, This isn't fair. He took everything from me. The judge replied coldly, You did this to yourself. She came to collect her things from the, now officially, my house. She stood in the hallway and said, I never thought you were capable of this. I answered calmly, I never thought you were capable of cheating, getting pregnant by someone else, and threatening me. Yet here we are. She asked, Are you happy now? I said, I'm at peace. And that's more than I had in our marriage for the past 2 years. She walked out. The door closed behind her slowly, like the final scene in a movie. For the first time in a long while, I felt like I could finally breathe.